Before we get to our first marketing interview, we mentioned in our previous episode we were traveling out of the country. For more than a week in late April, we toured locations in Japan, one of the United States' most important ag customers. Here's a brief look at what we saw and why Japan's consumers are vital to U.S. farmers. This country is the biggest buyer of red meat in the world. It's also the largest importer of corn. While Japan only has 127 million people, its smaller domestic agricultural production leads it to bring in 60% of its food. For Nebraska's producers alone, ag exports to Japan account for hundreds of millions of dollars each year. In the coming weeks, we'll look at why Japan and the United States have become such important trading partners. We'll hear from commodity groups about the shipments of corn, soybeans, pork, and beef. We'll see how industries and consumers in Japan use those products, and we'll talk about how future trade could be impacted by Japan's economy and the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Overall, we'll explain why this country is critical to the success of agriculture in the U.S. and Nebraska. Next week, we'll take a look at Japan's consumption of pork and beef. We'll then look at its imports of corn and soybeans. And finally, we'll talk about how the Trans-Pacific Partnership could impact future trade.